Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 96. Hi, hello, hi. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. I'm tired. I already said that before we started the show. I'm going to say it again. I'm tired.
Oh, me too, me too, me too.
And it really doesn't help that it's like, oh, I want to go outside. It's still a million degrees outside.
Yeah, at least it's not as bad. The humidity's a little better. It's still in the 90s, but at least when I look at it says 91 feels like 91. It's not 91 feels like 107.
Yeah, we're still fluctuating under the what is it? Heat warning?
Heat advisory? Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, at least it's not. Oh yeah, it's 20 degrees hotter outside. Do you want to go die? No, I'll just stay inside.
Yeah, it's that kind of heat that just makes you more tired. For some reason, when it gets really hot like that, all of a sudden I just get like super sleepy. Then I come back inside and cool off. It's like the same thing when you get out of a shower. All of a sudden you're just like, man, I can sleep for 3 days.
Yeah, I think it's also like winter. You turn it up in your house to be hot, so your mind's like, hot, sleepy.
That's how I am at work.
Why is it burning up in your office?
Yeah, the heat's just on.
You have the heat on?
What?
Or like
it's summer.
It's at least stuffy enough that it feels like the heat might as well be on.
Yeah, like it's what, like 80 degrees in there?
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely
like...
not, bro. How to bring a gun to work? Google.
Like, you know how like in college there'd be those classrooms where it's like, this is
they don't turn them on.
Temperature.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, I'll get there in the mornings, and especially since I haven't really had anything to do, I'll just be like, I'm trying to stay awake. And then I'll just like have to make sure that I'm not actually falling asleep.
Dude, that was me in math class this year. Like, he always had like a perfect temperature.
That cozy temp.
Yeah, he was also racist and sexist.
So what?
But,
what?
I mean,
oh, that was not expecting that.
Pew!
Man,
oh yeah,
we're going really
left
far
turn, 90 Yeah, I had a teacher that kept it warm too. He is also super racist and sexist. That's incredible. That's not incredible. That's horrible.
Wait.
Yeah. The story is funny. That guy's probably not that great. It rained last Friday up here for like 30 minutes.
Oh,
and
fun.
That was like the day I decided to park under a tree for shade, so I got like 2 weeks of cooked tree sap all over my car, and at the same instant I ran out of windshield wiper fluid. So I could barely see on the way home, and I got my car washed the day before. I was so mad.
Man.
Everything.
I had to get my car washed the second time, and I couldn't see until I got to the car wash, and I had to go buy windshield wiper fluid.
How can I mess with this guy while he got his car washed? Yeah. I'll just rain for 30 minutes.
So now I'm like, I don't care. My car's going to be 100 degrees, but I'm not parking under a tree again. Screw that noise.
Not if it's not raining, then you're the person stuck with all that. We're a gaming podcast sometimes.
Well, you know, we just a little small talk. It's only been a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Just warm up, trying to wake up.
Get
ready to entertain.
We're a gaming podcast sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude,
yeah. Well, I guess on that note, we can go ahead and get in. What do we got? AI: The Somnium Files, Nirvana, Initiative, and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes both released this Friday. That's a little hype. That first game, that's a confusing title. It's not as bad as Vampire's Revenge, whatever, but it's up there.
Well, the first game in the series is just that first part up to Files, and then they're like, we're not ditching the full title. Let's just keep adding to it, and now it looks like that for the second game.
And the third game's going to be Nirvana Initiative AI: The Somnium Files.
Oh, no. Don't make my life confusing.
Anyway, y'all getting 3 Hopes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it
I
Friday.
can't decide
I'm probably gonna wait
whether
on
to
it.
get it physically or digitally.
Dude, I get paid on Friday. It's gonna feel so nice.
I don't.
I
I
haven't
got
had a
paid
proper
last Friday.
paycheck. I get paid every Friday, so
Oh,
I-
you get baby checks.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
But-
different than grants.
I need it. Orlando is expensive.
Breaking news.
Breaking news: the most expensive state to live in has a very expensive city.
California?
I was gonna say California definitely beats
Yeah,
Florida out.
and New
Florida's-
York.
Yeah, and New York, and probably several. Pretty much everything on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
think
Cameron's
it's just
like,
that the
I
cost of
live
living.
in Florida.
Well, the problem with Florida is that it's not caught up to how much inflation has, killed the market. So you're still trying to survive, or most people, anyways, are still trying to survive below $15 an hour on, how much am I paying for this place? $18.50, with not including electric.
The problem with Florida
And-
is that we haven't sawed it off from the rest of the nation yet.
All right, Bugs Bunny.
Let's just saw off all the states around us.
Saw off
Like,
Florida and build a wall around Louisiana. I'm telling you, that'll fix a lot of problems.
Well, we have to also block off Georgia.
Georgia's
We'll
fine.
deal with.
They got Atlanta.
I mean,
Hey,
the
where
drivers
else am
are
I gonna buy lottery tickets? Tennessee?
Mississippi.
Tennessee.
I'm not going to
Tennessee's
miss.
right there, dude.
True, but also
True, if you
Georgia's
were
got really
gonna
good
buy-
peaches. I'll keep them around. I'll build a wall around Mississippi. I can do that. Nobody needs to go there anyway.
No.
People only go there
It's
to
like-
gamble.
It's like Alabama, but worse.
Because we can't vote in gambling here. We've tried. And it always gets told no.
Look, hear me out. Hear me out. We have to keep Mississippi around so somebody is worse than us.
But you're in Florida, so you can't use that excuse.
I
anymore.
still can.
I mean, you can stay in Florida. You're just going to be floating away from the country before too long. As soon as I get in office, that's my campaign promise. We're going to saw off Florida.
So that's Grant's campaign promise. Cooper's is.
I would like to
slogan
announce
is-
formally that I'm running for president in 2024.
Cooper's slogan is "Don't run, walk with Cooper."
For what?
Just any office.
Just any office. Just walk. Don't run.
Yeah.
Principal's office, president's office, that circle office. Yeah, no, my campaign would be to have South Dakota and North Dakota become one big Dakota.
Let's go!
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 got a direct announced for 2 days from now, of course, so we don't get to talk
Yeah.
about it until next week.
Right?
Also, this better not be what everybody's been talking about the direct was going to be.
Right? I was so excited for a real direct, and then it's like Xenoblade, and I'm like, okay, I'm excited, but like, I wanted E3, and one based on E3 is like the thing we get before E3, so they can focus on the other things more.
Yeah. So, better get another one after this. This better not be the be-all, end-all.
We've gotten two back to back before, so maybe, hopefully.
Yeah, but usually it's like they have the big one, and then they're like, hey, Xenoblade 3 is coming out soon. Here's a direct next
Right,
week.
true.
Or like, hey,
We've had it
here's
backward once before, though, but you are right that usually it's like,
or like, here's
Hey,
Animal
Xenoblade-
Crossing content, and we'll put up a direct next week to talk more about it.
hear more, hear
Yeah.
more next week. Yeah,
That is weird.
hopeful, but yeah. Especially because I need a new wave of Mario Kart DLC.
Yeah, it's about time.
I
for
need that new fix of new courses. You can't promise me a bunch and then be like, Oh, here's 8. We'll never see you again.
Yeah, I guess I have to watch this direct now because I bought the special edition.
Have
Yeah.
no clue.
Yeah, I just don't even care.
Just go in blind.
All I know,
I'm not even
Is-
gonna play it.
You are.
all
You bitch.
all I know is it's something about the people from the first game versus the people from the second, or something like that. I don't know. The two queens look like people from the first and second game. It's definitely not them though, even though it looks like them with just a mask on.
No. How dare you?
I probably won't even be able to watch it live anyway at work. I had to miss the Auburn baseball game today, and I'm mad because we won. We're not out of the College World Series yet. We lost the first one, but
We're still doing good.
we
I
lost
just
our
guess
first
we're doing
game.
Okay.
We lost our first game against Ole Miss, but it's double elimination. So we played the loser
Right.
of Arkansas Stanford. Arkansas smashed Stanford, and
So
then
we played Stanford
played
and we knocked them out.
yeah, we beat them. Stanford has never gone 0-2 in any of the World Series that they've been in.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
And that first time was today. I caught the last inning when I heard about it. My family was texting in a group chat, but I was mad I had to miss that. So I'll probably have to miss this direct too, which sucks.
It's time
Work.
to quit.
Unless
It's time to.
no. You're preventing me from watching football and baseball and basketball and Nintendo Direct.
And now you're getting in the way of a direct about a game that I'm not even gonna play.
Ah!
I'm calling my boss right now.
My childish needs come before work.
Exactly.
Actually,
The
true.
military can wait.
Facts.
Oh yeah, you're both military industrial complex.
And the big thing, Final Fantasy VII had a 25th anniversary celebration event with a bunch of cool stuff announced. So we got a bunch of opening missions of the original Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children, Before Crisis, Crisis Core, and Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah, the dog.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, i.e. the PS5 version, is available on Steam now and is Steam Deck compatible. That's huge. Sony's really sticking to it with this PC thing.
I mean, this one's on Square. It's just the exclusivity.
True, but
Right
like
now.
everything in general, I mean, because they've done it with a lot of other stuff too. There's a shit ton of merch they talked about. Also, a 25th anniversary soundtrack.
That was like the coolest thing they showed in the merch. The rest is like, here's some figurines, but it's not really any of the famous characters since those all exist already. It's more like some more minor characters. Not minor, but like it's not like Cloud
Yeah.
and his party.
First Soldier was mentioned. Well, is First
It's
Soldier
the mobile
Yeah, I was
game
gonna
where you
say, isn't this the mobile game? Bro, they mentioned First Soldier.
Yeah. Dude, I'd actually play it if it was on like PC or a console.
Anything but mobile.
Yeah, where I could play a
Literally.
fighter. I'm like, oh, it's a battle royale. Oh, okay, it's a mobile battle royale. Okay.
Why must we do this?
That's like not as cool. But if it was on something else, I might actually give it a try.
You know what would have been really cool if they announced the Pixel remasters coming to anything else than what it's on right now.
That's true,
The
but
Switch,
this was
the
actually just
Switch.
for the Final Fantasy VII. So to be fair, for this one time,
All right,
They
you got
got
away
away
with it
with
this time, Square.
because it's the first 6, so you get away with it just barely.
Sneaky
Though.
bastards.
Why is it not at least on Switch though? What
Yeah,
what
well-
is wrong with you? Oh, we put it on Steam. Steam already has them. Put them on something that doesn't have them. Mobile? No, I hate mobile. All right.
Let's see. Gameplay shown for Ever Crisis. A closed beta test will be happening sometime this year for iOS and Android.
River Crisis is the one that they're taking like all the stories of the ones we mentioned before at the opening, and they're kind of squishing them all together. It's do you remember Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition?
Yes.
Whereas yeah, it's kind of like that, but
Okay.
for 7 stuff.
Okay.
But they're using like some of them, at least for the fighting, it's the models from the remake, but the story will be closer to the original rather than what's essentially a sequel to Final Fantasy 7 with the remake and other parts. But it's only mobile, so who cares?
Say it with me.
Who cares?
Again, I'd play it if it wasn't mobile. You're killing me, Square.
Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion was announced. The gameplay looks exactly like the original, but uses character models, locations, and voice actors from the remake, and is available this winter. That's the one on Switch, right?
Yeah, that's the one that will also be on Switch.
That's awesome. And also Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the second of the 3-part series of Final Fantasy VII Remake, is supposedly releasing winter of next year.
For PS5.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
And then PC approximately 2 to 3 years later.
Well, it's more like PS5, 2 years later, they signed the deal with Epic, and then 2 years,
Yeah.
Steam. So, 5 years if you want to play it on PC, because nobody's going to play it on Epic. As where I'm going to buy it on PS5 when it comes out.
All of my friends have been making me feel like a gamer boomer recently at work because they're like, bro, you got Rocket League on Steam? I'm like, yeah, bro, I bought Rocket League.
That's how I feel. I bought Rocket League.
I bought Rocket League, son.
I feel bad because I bought Rocket.
I mean, I don't like. I got.
We got
it
our money's
was
worth
like
out of it.
$15, wasn't it? Something like that.
15, 20.
Yeah, I mean, like for that much money, I
like
got
we-
several years worth of entertainment out of it before
True.
it became.
But
We
it's
got our
like-
money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
But like what they gave us for being
Legacy.
paying legacy members was not worth it.
Yeah. Here's like a car skin. Wow.
Let's see. Last thing here, Yoshinori Kitase confirms that remake and rebirth are the first and second parts of a trilogy, which is So rebirth is the second part. Part 3 coming 2028.
I was gonna guess like 2026, but yours more somewhere with the probably before 2030. Let's be honest, which is pretty good for their track record.
Yeah.
Like if they can get this trilogy out in like that time frame and they all look like the same.
I'll believe it when I see it.
True. Maybe they'll get the third part faster though. That'd be the real surprise.
All right, on to Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been playing and games we've been buying and a whole bunch of other junk. Cooper, kick us off.
Alright, so I've been playing. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you have 2 weeks, Cooper.
I have 2 weeks, that's right. So I completed 100% Paper Mario.
OG?
Yeah,
Nice.
64.
Fantastic.
It was really good. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Even though I've only gotten like the first 2 stars.
Oh man.
Okay, he was like, I beat this. How do I play the 3,000 year door on the big screen? I'm like, you don't. It doesn't have RCA.
Oh, it doesn't.
ports.
Yeah, it doesn't have the composite jack.
Yeah.
So
Just drop $150 on a GameCube HDMI adapter.
I
It's not
actually
that-
looked up how much one would cost, and I was like, no.
I mean, I've sure damn well got my money's out of it, but I play GameCube like a crack whore. So
I mean, I'd start to have to if I bought that, but I don't have the money, and I'm like, damn. And I think what drives me crazy is the fact that it's like, well, if you buy it this way, you've got to buy it for each console so that it works properly. And I'm like, yeah, it costs an arm and a leg for each one. I think I looked up 64 and it was $80.
That sounds
I
about
like
right.
it. Yeah. I just need like a cable that can actually plug in instead of this box that I probably will lose.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, Cooper,
Yeah, I
what
was gonna
else?
say, Coop, you got anything else?
Okay, yeah. So I've also played, a little bit of Apex, and a little bit of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm thinking. Sorry, a little bit of shit.
Never heard of that one.
A little bit of a My BMK.
That
First
sounds a little
person.
suspect. What is that?
It's
So back about 15 years ago, maybe not that. No, 17 years ago. From 2005 to 2008, Disney had.
Cameron, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I am making tea.
okay. It did not sound. Like
Okay, yeah, that was mad sus because your camera's black. So we're like, bro, are you literally, you literally pissing on Mike right now on the show?
No, I'm making tea.
Good. Okay. If you didn't pull up your camera right in that instant, I would have been. We would have. Okay. I looked up my VMK. I see now.
Yeah.
Virtual
Yeah,
Magic Kingdom.
It's a fan remake of the original. I actually
Okay.
met with one of the engineers that worked on it.
Oh, really?
original.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He brought it up. And I'm like, I played that.
This 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 website gives off Millsbury vibes.
I don't know what Millsbury is.
It was about the same time, Alex.
I see.
It was.
Bro, Millsbury, that was like the classic in elementary school. Right up there
Yeah,
with
my BMK,
primary games.
BMK came out. BMK came out about third grade, I think.
Bro, I'm so sad Millsbury died.
Well, it could be worse. It could just be continuously reused as a money laundering scheme.
Wait, who does that?
Club Penguin, like every single time it gets remade, it's someone trying to launder money through it.
You would think after like the fifth time they would be like, okay, this is not gonna work.
Let's try a different game, and they're like, nah, I heard of someone laundering money through it. Now, why did I hear about it? Nah, never mind. I can do it.
I can pull this off. Me, the bad guy.
Man, I'm getting such a nostalgia bomb right now looking at Millsbury photos. Dang, son.
Look, it's very simple. We remake Millsbury, we just don't money launder it.
I just found, let's see.
Bro, maximum product
Someone-
placement. Breakfast. The breakfast section of the grocery store in Millsbury was literally 4 different types of brand blasted cereal, like Lucky Charms, Cocoa Puffs, Reese's Puffs, and Trix. How much money do you think they paid to get that on there?
Probably more than you would probably expect for an online game, but really had no precedence like anywhere else. But less than they probably should have.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so my VMK.
Yeah, my VMK completed Paper Mario, a little bit of Apex, and I have a surprise that hasn't came in yet, but it should be here by next podcast.
Do I know what it is?
Alex knows what it is.
Alex, what is it? I'm,
I don't
I'm
know.
very impatient.
He said I know what it is, and I'm not sure what I know.
Bro, are you gaslighting Alex right now?
Bro,
No,
this
He
man
knows.
is gaslighting.
This is literally gaslighting.
he watched me order
Did I?
Alex getting hella gaslit right now.
it.
You know what it
Apparently, I
is, bro.
watched
You
him
watched me order it.
he
You already
did
know.
though.
Oh man.
You can claim that, but I have no clue what we're talking.
Do you want to say it or do you just want to save it until you get it?
I think I won't save it until I get it.
Okay. Thanks for the tease.
Yeah, kind of like Cameron's Mario Magic bands.
He didn't save that as a surprise. He saved that because he didn't want to tell us because he was embarrassed about it.
That's true.
You guys,
Not
I spent as
embarrassed.
much as a console to get all 6 of these magic bands. You're
Oh,
all
they're not
jealous,
even-
right?
They're not even Magic bands.
No, they're better.
They're better.
Technically, I mean, it's what Disney's trying to do with Magic Band Plus.
Yeah, where you can interact.
I
Yeah,
will say,
How many times have you interacted with those bands at the
The-
Nintendo park?
at the Nintendo Park, 0. With my Switch, once each.
To make sure they worked.
Exactly.
Saw someone
Yeah, I can
recently asking, will the Amiibo cereal get a reprint? The answer is obviously no.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even count that as an amiibo. That's a stupid amiibo.
It really is.
Cereal amiibo.
I mean, it has a unique identifier, at least for Odyssey.
Well, while we're bullying Cameron, you want to go?
Yeah, so I
Is
spent...
it nothing?
Unfortunately, yes, because I spent all weekend trying to sort out the fact that my mail service opened up my package containing my birth certificate.
Yeah, I didn't know what those photos were that you sent. I didn't know what that was in it, but Alex told me while we were waiting for you guys to hop on here. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get it reimbursed by them. I need to send all the receipts. But I spent $100 on LifeLock and $275 on a PO box. I want to
I
die.
want you to reimburse me for $300, and give me a
400.
refund for your
Yeah, 400.
service.
Ooh, I'm actually going to the office tomorrow to try to sort that out.
And then with all this money, I will buy a PS5 because you have given me what I need, but
Because it
enough
would make me
free
happy.
money.
What?
Huh?
A PS5 would make me happy, yes.
Make me happy for a small time.
For a small time.
Alex.
Okay. Alright. We'll save that. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake. A little bit of Tales of Arise. Some more of the Three Hopes demo that comes out Friday, so I will probably be playing that a lot. I made sure my pre-order at Best Buy for the Somnium Files 2 is still up
Good.
because I have the collector's edition, and everybody who's ordered it at Amazon has gotten their collector's edition canceled. And I'm like, well, yeah, Amazon cancels everything. I don't pre-order at Amazon. and I've played a lot of the quarry, and the only reason I haven't beaten my first run is because one of my characters got attacked, and when they finally let's call it turned evil. When they finally turned evil, the thing didn't activate that I should have because I bought the deluxe edition. So if you either have to beat the game once or you have to have the deluxe edition, you're supposed to have death rewind if someone dies.
And you
And
don't
it will
have Death
take
Rewind.
It didn't activate. Luckily, I hadn't been trusting the PlayStation. I was like, will this activate? Well, nobody's had an opportunity to die yet. I'll make my own backup saves, and then I turned off automatic backups on PlayStation, and then would save after the chapters. So now I had to go back like 2 chapters because it'd been a little while. But I'm like, it's better than the thing not working for some reason. So I ran a different path after I reloaded the chapters. Because I shouldn't have a character have died. So I reloaded the chapters, and it was like, well, you could shoot that person, but it's probably one of your allies. And I'm like, let's try to turn on this thing since it said in the settings it was on. So I turned it off, turned it back on. I was like, we'll shoot them, and if it activates, we'll know it works. So I did shoot him, and it worked. So it should be working now.
It's weird that it didn't work the first time.
Yeah, I hate that I had to go. That's kind of why I haven't beaten it, because I'm like, well, I have to get all the way back up there and probably still die for it to rewind where I need it to, wherever it's going to send me back. Because I know it can be several chapters. That's it. So yeah, next week I'll probably have played like 3 games: Fire Emblem, 3 Houses, this, and the Somnium Files too. 3 Hopes, whatever.
The Fire Emblem game.
The Fire Emblem game that takes place in Fodlan.
The new one.
Yeah.
The new one.
Well, speaking of Amazon, every like now and then when I order something from Amazon and I go and look at my orders to see what the status is, I remember that I pre-ordered Pocky and Rocky Reshrined.
Oh, that's
Switch,
right, you did.
and that comes out this week on the 24th. I just
I
checked.
Put it at the beginning.
I know. I totally didn't think about it. I just went and looked, and I was like, when is that coming out again? Oh yeah, June 24th. So that's coming out at the end of this week.
So that's what Grant's gonna be playing on Friday.
If it even gets to me on Friday.
True.
'Cause it's through
That's
Amazon.
Yeah, that's what drives me about Amazon. You'll get it day 1. Shit, I've never gotten
I mean,
anything.
it was the only place to pre-order it that wasn't like Play Asia, and Play Asia is going to take
Yeah.
way longer than Amazon, so I don't really care. I mean, it's not like a game I'm itching to.
Right, fair.
Yeah. Okay, me. I got a bonus at work for being an awesome guy.
Good.
So I used that to buy some Sony 1000XM5 headphones, which are like the best things I've ever put on my ears.
That's the new ones they released, right?
Yeah, they're crazy effective. I bought them for work. So with the active noise canceling, I can turn it on and just drown out everything and focus on what I'm doing. Also, they support dual connectivity, which I discovered today, so I can Bluetooth connect to my work laptop and my phone, so I can play music through my phone, pause it when I'm in a meeting, use it in the meeting, and then when I'm done, just turn the music back on, and I don't have to do the connect switch back and forth. That's really cool. Really enjoyed those. One of my coworkers has officially gotten me into keyboard building, which I didn't realize was such a big market, but it is. You can buy like literally individual components, like PCBs and stuff, to make custom keyboards. So I ordered my first set of stuff to do that. I had several days of consulting with him on what I wanted. He brought in a couple he has like 7 keyboards, all with different layouts and configurations. So he brought one in that he thought I would like, and I found one that's like it feels like a blue switch, like the clicky loud ones I have here, but they're silent. They're tactile but quiet, so I can use them in the office and not drive people insane.
That's
So
good.
those ship
But you can
today.
go
I'm so
clicky,
excited.
clicky, clicky.
Yeah, I
if you
can still
want.
feel it, and they're like special switches that are super high force press. So it's a very satisfying type. And I also got some really cool keycaps that are like a cascading set of blue colors from left to right that get darker to lighter as you go. That's really cool. I'm super excited to build that. Hopefully it comes in this week. Um, I also got a bonus for doing healthy you stuff, which is like a program we have that encourages you to do health
Be
related
healthy.
things, and you can earn like a certain amount of money per quarter. It's not really much, but it's cool. You can get like an
It's
Amazon. You
money.
can get like Visa gift cards or Amazon gift cards, Target gift cards, whatever. So I got an Amazon gift card with that, and I bought a second shelf that's just like this one I have, since I like it, for downstairs, so I can start using those cubes for other things. That came in today, so I guess
Nice.
I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow after work. Um, oh yeah, I also ordered a Super Nintendo desk mat that looks really cool that I'm gonna use for work. To go with my new keyboard. I've been making a lot of poor monetary decisions this week. In terms of what I've actually been playing, I played some more Rocket League. We set up a Discord server for work. Our department has a Discord server now, and only the young people are in it, so it's super funny and it's really fun. So we've been playing Rocket League in there.
uh, we set up a Discord server. Okay, who's gonna use it? The people who have Discord.
Yeah, so that's been cool. I'm one of the like all of the main people in our quote group at work are admins on it since we are big Discord trolls.
Oh,
So
like the meme where over it's like North Korea and it's all the generals have a million
yeah,
medals.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm one of the admins there. It's been working so far. We christened it this week with Rocket League, and apparently there's some people in there that play Phasmo, so I'm trying to play Phasmo with them. Speaking of, played Phasmo last night and like Friday or Saturday night with Dakota and Josh. Um, they put out some more bug fixes, which is nice. They still haven't fixed the weird bug in the truck where you can't put things back on the wall.
Right.
Yeah,
Everything's
they
now
didn't fix
on the
that bug.
wall.
Yeah, but there's a bug where you
They
can't
said
put it
more
back on the
space at the
wall.
cost of.
If you take it down, you better use it because we can't put it back.
Yeah, you just have to throw it on the ground. And it's like you can just pick it back up by crouching, but it's yeah, they didn't fix that bug. They fixed a lot of bugs, but not that one. Um, and it's been pretty fun. The new ghosts make things interesting. It's becoming a lot more puzzly with now that there's so many ghosts. Um, and a lot of like process of elimination has really gotten into the game now with the volume of ghosts. So it's been a fun time. Um,
I mean, with more ghosts, I could see how it's like.
Yeah, they've made a bunch of new ghosts, and then also like so many ghosts share two of the same evidence type.
Right,
So
instead of like where
yeah,
it was, where it's like, well, this one has this and this, so it can only be these two, and it's obviously not this one.
yeah. So it makes it pretty fun. Also, the nightmare difficulty is really scary, and like the cursed objects that they've added, you can really get some serious challenge out of it.
They need to make it easier for the ghost to sign the book, though, man.
Yeah, I know. It's the RNG is the killer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we learned how to use the cursed mirror. Did not work the first time. Josh died instantly, but we figured it out the second time.
Sounds about right, like when we were playing with the box. All
Yeah.
right.
So got it figured out. Um, and it's been pretty fun. Also Stardew Valley, played a little more Skyward Sword. I
Nice.
played a little more Xenoblade original. I played Gran Turismo 7. Oh yeah, my new PS5 covers came in. I got the blue ones to match my blue controller, and it looks freaking awesome.
Nice.
I really like
Awesome.
the purple ones that look like almost GameCube.
Yeah, they're like just
Purple.
like a shade darker than GameCube Indigo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd either want those or the black one looks really good.
Yeah, it seems like the purple color is the most popular
Oh yeah,
for the
absolutely.
controller at least, but
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for that blue.
I saw someone they bought the pink and blue faceplates.
Oh yeah, and they put them
And they
together,
put
get
them both.
that pastel look. I really like that a lot. I do like that
And
pink color a lot.
I'm like, that's too expensive.
Yeah, but $100 to do that, I don't know. But yeah, I got the blue ones. They look good. Also, finally started Resident Evil 3. The PS5 upgrade pushed me to do it.
Nice,
I
nice,
started
nice,
it. I'm
nice.
only like an hour in, but it's just more
Ooh.
Resident Evil, so I can tell that I'm gonna have a good time with it.
You've still got to get the ending in 2, right? Like the
Yeah,
canon.
I haven't played through the entirety of Claire's side yet. But
3's the shortest one, or at least the remake is.
Yeah. So started that. Also, I saw that Persona 5 Royal was on sale for like $20, the deluxe edition. I bought it because I started playing Persona 5 and I was like, well, I don't want to play it. Alex made this one seem so shitty. I might as well just wait until I get the Royal version. And then I went and checked today, and it was like $23 for the deluxe edition. I was like, okay, this has to be worth it. So I started that again and got up to the same point that I got Persona 5 original. I'm right before the first day of school. So not very much, but did play it.
That's about where I am in 4, and I've had that for a year.
So yeah.
Hey, you might be able to play it if a rumor's true. Or you could just buy a PS5 and then buy it there and actually play it, since you're not going to play it on your laptop.
Okay, to be fair, do you think I can play it on my laptop?
Yes, but your laptop will catch fire, so it will be kind of funny.
Okay,
Yes,
I think that's enough dwelling over monetary mistakes. On to the tidbits.
Mistake.
Cooper, hit us with the Fae.
Alright, so in Faye.
I gave you some things on the sheet.
Okay, I'm playing BMK right now. Hang on. So in
You
Bruh.
nerd.
Bruh.
He literally said, "I'm playing BMK" during his segment.
uh, let's see. So we got the Summer Banner. We got a lot of Three Houses, Micaiah, Alencia, the Three Leaders, and Altina with the Edelgard, which was pretty cool. We also got a Hall of Forms coming up with people I don't care about, so easy skip. But yeah, we got that coming up, and then we got. Trying to remember if there's anything else. Then we have a lot of banners coming out with Three Houses banners to, I think, promote Three Hopes, I'm pretty sure. That are daily and pretty nice. And then we have Yuri, I think 22nd or 24th, something like that. We're going to get him for free, which is going to be pretty cool. And that's about it, I think.
All right. The new Uncharted series is streaming on Netflix in July. Yay?
Or not a series, it's the movie.
The movie. Oh, okay. Uncharted movie. I got you now. I'm glad it's finally gonna be coming out.
It's alright.
I was gonna say I haven't
I
even
can-
seen it. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Insomniac hired an MCU concept artist as art director for Spider-Man 2. You think that's gonna have much of an impact on anything?
I kind of hope not.
Hmm.
I'd rather it look more like Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales than also be the MCU.
Yeah. PC versions of RE2, 3, and 7 can now be rolled back to previous versions for DirectX 11 compatibility, bug fixes, and performance reasons. Also mods. All of the
Also mods,
disgusting mods I've seen of Resident Evil 2.
right? Like, there's like, I'm like, okay, the costumes are kind of cool where people have brought in like the ones that the characters have worn in later ones, or like were in like the N64 had some exclusive costumes for RE2,
Yeah.
and then there's a lot of like,
Porn!
oh no,
Claire is naked now. Why be scared when you can see Claire's tatas?
because you can also make Mr. X,
And
which
what's
seems a
scarier
lot
than a
scary.
green-ass naked man?
The thought of combining the two thoughts that we've had here so far this evening. Moving on. If you play Resident Evil 2 with those mods, you need to go see a doctor. Nintendo Switch has sold 25 million units in Japan.
Doctor.
That's a lot of Switches
Yeah,
for Japan. I wonder
That's
what that
almost-
compares to against other Nintendo consoles in Japan.
probably pretty good outside. I'd guess the Wii, but I think the Wii was biggest
Louis
maybe
an
here.
anomaly.
Maybe it
I
is their
know, what is it?
outside of handheld. Well, it might be the highest console, but I bet you the handheld's higher. Still.
Oh yeah, for
mean-
sure. Yeah.
The DS is still king, other than PlayStation 2.
Switch is about to catch the.
I think Switch is third now, right?
I think it's
And
about
worldwide
to catch
sales,
the
yeah.
DS.
It's
Yeah.
I wouldn't say about to, because DS and PS2 are 150 mil plus.
That's right. I was thinking.
Switch-
And
Switch is
Switch is like
about-
102.
Yeah, they gotta
right
sell
now.
50
It
more.
like just like
Yeah, just
Yeah.
past the Wii, not
lapsed
long
and
wait.
everything.
That's
Yeah.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
So
yeah.
it's more of just the fact that they can't produce enough.
To meet
Like-
demand.
Yeah, it's gonna take another
2 or 3
probably
years.
2-3 years.
Yeah.
Well, if
Yeah.
they don't stop,
Given
if
that they don't
keep
screw up.
on this, they'll pass it. But they don't.
Especially
seem
if
to
that
really...
Pro comes out. If the Pro comes out, it's all over.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like the game. Let's say that the hardcore closer to us is like 1/4 of the Switch sales. They'll all easily buy
Yeah,
a Pro.
me. I've
I
already
mean-
I've already bought
Brett
4
bought
Switches.
two.
I've already
Well,
bought
you
4
know how many
Switches,
people
and I
have been
will
like-
buy a 5th. Don't doubt me. I'll do it.
Think about it, right? A lot of people have been like, "I will buy a Switch when a Pro comes out," and they've been saying that since 2017. So like, you know, it's got to come out eventually.
I mean, it
It's just-
doesn't have to. Everybody could
That'd
be
be
wrong.
nice.
Oh, I would
Well-
love a Pro, especially if some games got an enhancement with it. Age of Calamity, cough cough.
That'd be nice.
Naughty Dog is thrilled to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of the worldwide release of The Last of Us Part 2 and this year's milestone of 10 million copies sold. Congratulations, Naughty Dog.
Whoa.
Now go make the first
Yay.
game again. Back to the dungeon. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has reached 5 million players. That's huge. Yeah, I've got several friends that are still playing that right now.
I've got to beat it, but my beating it's beating the main campaign. I will not be. Probably not. It's more gold bricks than any other one. I probably will not be doing that.
I wouldn't blame you. Pokemon Snap was announced to be coming to NSO Plus for N64. So now you can play both the old Pokemon Snap and the new Pokemon Snap on the same console at the same time. I guess not at the same time, but back to back.
You can compare them.
Yeah, you can play both of them on the toilet.
Or
We're bringing
if
it back.
If you're like Grant, you can just play them on 2 different systems.
Both on the toilet, one in each hand. It's all in here, okay? It's all up here. Just nobody has
That's
the wrinkles to understand the kind of dreams that I have.
that's the only way you're going to be able to play both at the same time.
I will get, dude. I think some of my friends are seriously worried that I'm actually gonna buy a toilet chair for my desk because I joke about it so much.
No, I'm not worried you're gonna do that.
Maybe not
I don't
you,
believe
but
you.
remember,
His work.
I've done this once before with the flat Earth thing. If I just keep doing it enough, somebody's gonna start thinking that I'm actually gonna do it.
So Grant, you're a flat earther, right? No.
Oh, who said that?
You.
Everybody?
You did 5 minutes ago to 30 people. It's the same deal. I've made this joke to so many people that I'm gonna get a toilet chair. Maybe I should just stop talking.
Go back to the bird one. At
Yeah,
least
yeah.
people
Go
are
back
like-
to birds.
They'll believe you believe it, but they're like, okay, he's not as insane as I thought.
Sega revealed a crazy taxi merch collection. I did see some photos of it. It's probably too expensive for my taste, but
Yeah.
do like
but
Crazy
it is
Taxi.
cool for
yeah.
the people who can afford it and the Crazy Taxi fans. So the little spot where
They're two circles.
Yeah, they're two circles. Alice Madness returns to Steam again. That is, Alice Madness Returns, the game, returns to
Yeah.
Steam again. That was...
yeah.
I spun my wheels for a second there. Alice Madness Returns is a psychological
some
horror hack and
horror,
slash
yeah, that's
action
what I was
adventure
gonna say.
platform video game. How many genres is this? Psychological horror, hack and slash, action adventure, platform.
Okay, some of those shouldn't be defined as a different thing. I think it's just like
I can see like action adventure platformer or psychological
Yeah.
horror hack and slash.
well, I
But-
can see where the psychological horror is like just anything can fit under this. Like this is an adjective or adverb for because it's like a spooky game that
Yeah.
uses-
Man, I might actually have to check this out. I'm looking at some of the screenshots. This looks crazy. Yeah, this is horrifying. I like it. I can play it on my new toilet chair. Destiny 2 cheat creator agrees to pay Bungie
Bungie, yeah.
Bungie $13.5 million in damages for making a cheat?
Yes.
Dang, man. What's the payment? Is it going to be like $50 a month for the rest of your life? Like that other guy that missed the first
Hey, he
payment?
didn't pay those.
I don't know.
That's a lot. Does he have that money? There's no way he has that money.
Probably not. So he's gonna go bankrupt.
I'll pay you $1 a month for the rest of my life.
You get out pretty cheap.
Mhm.
Here, I'll even pay you a year in advance.
Lego Brawls launches on Switch in September. Is that just another Smash clone but Lego?
Yeah.
Okay. Xbox CFO expects supply chain issues to continue through 2022. Wow, what colorful commentary. It's not like literally every other tech company has already said this. Like several months
No,
ago.
but this is Microsoft.
This is Xbox. Xbox drew the short straw. Had to go last. And also the Corey podcast, Bizarre Yet Bonafide episode 6 released. Episode was mentioned early in the game, and a segment is even played from it later. So it's like mentioned like in the actual game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that's the final episode of the podcast to be released. I don't.
Okay, dogs have calmed down. We have returned. Quarry podcast.
Right. Final episode released.
Yeah,
Mentioned it in game by name.
sick. Tony Hawk claims that Activision scrapped a planned Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake following its decision to fold Vicarious Visions into Blizzard. That makes me mad, bro. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is the shit. That's the best one. I love that game. I would have bought that day one.
Is that the one with Spider-Man?
I have no idea.
I just added that one to the tweet not too long ago because I saw Wario64 retweet it.
By best one, I mean it's the one I played all the time as a kid, and when I go back to
So
it now,
it makes
it's really
it the
fun.
best one.
Yeah, I'm totally nostalgia blind for this, like 100%. I'll own up to that, but it is really good. I mean, all of the Pro Skaters are really good, but 4 is my personal favorite, just solely for nostalgia reasons. Damn, I would have bought that straight up day one, like midnight release. I'd be there for that. That'd be hype. That sucks. Oh, we're bringing. So we've got some we got a old but interesting tidbit. We're bringing back the segment after letting it die for a couple weeks. And
We bring it back when we need it.
in Super Mario RPG, the minecart minigame is perfectly capable of playing itself. If the player leaves once the game starts, it will complete itself in 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Fascinating. You're telling me I played through that? I could have just sat.
And it would have done it, yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Gameplay.
I love gameplay.
I like playing games.
Do I? I think I just like gameplay.
I like looking at games and spending money.
Playing specifically to put on my shelf.
Not even. I don't care. I don't really care what I do with them. They're just there. I like spending money. I don't even think I like video games.
I like spending money.
I'm not convinced I like gaming at all.
This podcast is just to validate.
It's just talking
buying
about all
games.
the things that I can spend money on soon.
Yeah, it's just to validate the fact that we buy.
My loans, a house.
You're telling me I can't spend money on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 remake?
Right, because it doesn't exist.
I hate video games.
Alright, see?
Alright, what rumors we got this week? Lily Gao may be Ada Wong's performance capture actress in the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Cool. I literally grabbed that one because I saw it and went, I mean, I guess, neat.
Persona 5 Royal listed for Switch. After I just bought it on PlayStation, I would have so preferred that on Switch.
We'll see. It's just like one Europe retailer listed it.
Don't do it to me, Atlas. I just bought it. Actually, do it to me. I'll buy it a second time. That's what I like to do. I don't like video games.
I just like owning
I
them.
like
That's the like person who has like the full Wii collection. Do you play them?
Absolutely not.
No.
I play like 15 of these games.
But look at my wall. I mean, yeah, how much that cost you? Well, the rarest one wasn't even a Nintendo game.
I look at this wall of Wii games, and oh wait, I don't have any photos of me and my family.
Oh,
Just
weird.
pictures of the wall while you're collecting.
Yeah, I think that's a Scott the Watch joke. Okay, like here's me picking up the Nintendo Switch at launch. Wait, where's the photo of me and my dad? The Corey and High on Life were supposed to be Stadia exclusives. Could you imagine? I would love to see that reality.
No, I want it. I don't
I
know
would
what High
love-
on Life.
Not live that reality, but see that reality.
Oh, okay, like the
Like
thing
Doctor
in,
Strange.
Future, yeah, either Doctor Strange or like Futurama, where he had the TV that he could.
Yeah, exactly that. So I could just see it in my mind. Really,
Stadia,
I would just
because
want to
of these
see.
exclusives, has become the #1 selling device of all time.
I want to see the sub timeline where this happens, and Alex is like, "Fine, I'll buy Stadia," and I have to watch him
No,
eat his words, or him just be like, "I will never buy Stadia. I don't care how good this game looks." I want to see
right.
the two sub
It would have been
timelines.
that one.
Both theoretically exist.
No, it would have been the second one.
Sony is working on a new PlayStation 5 Pro controller with awesome features.
That's what the post said.
What a sales pitch! It's gonna be it's Pro now. What is it gonna have buttons on the
like,
back?
You already have the things that I want in a controller. So what are you gonna do? Microsoft's the one that doesn't have
It's
the new
probably their version of an Elite controller. Like it's gonna
things. Okay.
have
Well, the Elite.
customizable thumbsticks and like interchangeable D-pad and triggers on the back for your other fingers and like a multi-profile select and shortening trigger things and like basically literally just an Elite controller but PlayStation flavor instead of Xbox.
Let's go.
Which honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done that yet.
True, but I don't think the PS4 3 was really that customizable to get it to that point. So the 5's a little easier, especially since the touchpad's kind of better placed, and there isn't the giant light on the back.
Yeah, that helps
It's
a
just
lot.
in the controller.
I
now.
do like that that the lights on the PS5 you can actually see.
Right.
Turn the controller line because I was playing Resident Evil 3 and I was like, "Oh, bro,
And
my life indicator's there." That's
Right, it's on
smart.
the
That's like the
controller.
first time I've been like, "Oh, that's a good use of that light."
That's on the PS4 as well, but you can't.
But you can't see
because-
it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No, I love that it's right there. If you kind of just need that, it lights up with it.
Yeah,
It's
it's just a cool little
Like,
thing.
yeah, because the only way you really saw it on PS4 is if you're playing like in a
Dark
like,
room.
semi-dark dark room. Yeah.
and you've got it turned up all the way.
So your
In which
battery
case
life
we-
can be 4 hours, 3 hours.
Right.
If that. Yeah, it is amazing that the battery life of the PS4 controller and the Wii U gamepad are essentially the same.
And the gamepad is a screen. Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad. That's how
But
bad
then there's the
battery
Pro
in the
controller, and the
PS4
Pro controller on the Wii U was like, I have 80 hours of
80
battery.
hours.
I died. Okay, where did I put the cord to charge this?
Yeah, let me find the one mini B cable on this half of the planet.
I don't need it. It never dies. So where's the cord?
I never needed it because I never played my Wii. I had to make the joke.
All right.
Had to fit it in there.
Okay.
4chan Mickey Mouse co-op game leak.
I posted the pictures in the chat. I created an Inger lab.
Oh, this is good. Oh no, that's a different thing. What chat are we talking about here?
Podcast nonsense. Scroll up a little.
I've scrolled up literally to the
It's
point
right
of
above
last-
Xenoblade. Direct.
Oh, the one that looks like the Roku background.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
So it's
looks
just a
like
bunch of
it's,
concept art?
One of
Well-
them's got the characters on it, but yeah,
and it's the
mostly,
new Mickey style.
it's mostly just a bunch of concept art. Two of them have characters. It looks to be a 4-player game.
It kind of reminds me of the 3DS Epic Mickey game, Castle of Illusion,
Yeah.
where it's just a platformer.
I don't know. Based on the concept art, it looks okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what comes of it in 6 years.
Or cancel, which is more
Or
likely.
never. Yeah, or never.
Yeah.
What
Uh,
do you mean we can't make money off of this every single day of the year?
Okay, so finishing topic for the week. I'm first going to read a quote from Reggie that gives premise to this question, and then we'll get into it. So, starting with the quote. So, Reggie was recently interviewed by CNET about his new book that's come out recently. And obviously, he got asked some Nintendo related questions. He asked about, or he was asked about the NES and SNES Classic and if he thinks that those would ever come back. And he says this: will it come back? Will there be other physical boxes with legacy content? I don't think so. If I were back at Nintendo for one day, I would be much more focused on how does this company leverage all of its great content, deliver it to the consumer through that Nintendo Online experience, which they are trying to do. They're putting out some N64 content. They're working with other platform holders to bring out some of that legacy content. But that's where a lot of opportunity is. Nintendo still has a lot more N64 content to leverage. They've also got GameCube content to leverage. They've got Wii content to leverage. I see this future of digitally delivered content to you, the consumer, as just this burgeoning opportunity that I would want to keep taking advantage of. So basically what he's saying is,
And
why
then
the
don't
hell is Nintendo not putting out GameCube and Wii content on the Switch right now? Like, why are we just now on N64?
Or he's like, step it up to N64.
Yeah, he's like,
and
we've got more N64 content to use, but why aren't we also putting out GameCube and Wii content? Like, why isn't this? He says like this is like the beginning of it. I know, I'm upset too. But they've got all this stuff, and like they're going so slow with it. Basically, is what he's saying. So, with that, the question I pose is, what 3 GameCube or Wii games would you like to see on NSO if that were to ever happen?
who first?
I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I think Thousand Year Door, just because that game is way too expensive,
Correct.
and a lot of people really want to experience that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mario
Wait, you
Kart
said-
Double Dash with online play.
Ooh.
I mean, all the other Mario Karts currently exist. Like, if there's a Mario Kart on that system, it exists on the Switch, so it would only be fair.
Wait, quick question. You said Wii as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, pick 3 for
we're-
both.
Okay. For both?
'Cause it-
Okay.
It'd be 2 different systems as well.
point.
So yeah, Thousand Year Door, Double Dash, and I don't know, Pikmin, maybe. Oh no, Melee. We gotta have Melee on there. Not because I'm really dying to have Melee, but because that would be probably the biggest thing gaming wise this decade.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about Wii?
Wii, Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Does it
Okay.
count as one game? It
Yes.
kind of does.
You're really pushing.
I'm pushing it. Okay, so we'll not do that.
So
I
Metroid
mean, they
Prime
released as
3 then?
one. Well, okay, but think about this though. They did release the All Stars pack on SNES Online.
Did
So,
they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Super Mario
Then
All-Stars is
okay.
on SNES Online.
Realistically, they should be splitting those up and be like Super Mario All Stars,
They
Super Mario Bros.
well, no, because they all released together. So
Yeah.
I would think it would be the same idea for Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Okay.
So that works.
So Metroid Prime Trilogy, Mario Galaxy 2.
Okay. Because the other one's there.
Yeah, and Man, I don't know. For Wii? Mm, dang, that's a real stumper.
I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm.
I know. It's just rough.
I've kind of got both, but let's see.
Bro, we play.
Ha, that makes sense.
If they could figure out
Or
the controls for the point
we
in
play
games.
or we sports?
We play.
Well,
Gotcha.
I mean, they figured it out for Mario Galaxy, so
I feel like they basically, if they were like, we play, here you go, you already have a motion controller in your hand.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't remember if we play required a nunchuck as well, though.
It was an option for the tank minigame.
But did you need
Wait,
it?
You didn't have to.
No,
No, you didn't have to
play
use it.
Then yeah, you'd
Oh,
probably.
Dude,
Then they'd probably be able to do
I
that
love
one.
that
not
tank
with
minigame.
the-
That music,
That tank minigame does go hard.
it do. Peak.
Okay. So for GameCube, I would probably say I would agree with Double Dash. Um, probably Pikmin 2 for the GameCube. But Pikmin for the Wii.
Okay.
Just because Pikmin, the well, there's a few more bugs in Pikmin New Play Control. It's less, or it's more polished than the original. But
What they should do is a
two,
Pikmin 1 and 2 combo pack where you can choose your control style. You can choose either
That'd be
or
cool.
for both games.
that would work.
The
Literally,
definitive
Nintendo,
edition.
hire me, bro. I could make so much money.
Nintendo,
They don't like
just
money.
hire this podcast. We will just hire us as idea guys.
Hire this flat earth non-bird believer with a toilet chair.
Let's see. Uh, Pokemon Coliseum.
Okay.
That gets an RPG. If we're going for one that you haven't, well, there's not a ton of GameCube games, but Double Dash definitely needs to be on there. Honestly, I would also say Strikers, like the original one.
With online play?
Yes.
Hmm.
If it's couch co-op when it released, it has to have online play. For the Wii, Mario Kart Wii, Mario, Super Paper Mario, and
You had Pikmin on the Wii.
oh yeah, I did have Pikmin on the Wii. So yeah, those six.
Okay.
Alex, do you want to go? or-
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. For GameCube, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Luigi's Mansion, the original. I guess that one's a little weird since well, it's not as bad since the DS version had more content, and so did for 64, but that one's not the one they play. So I guess that's still the same idea. And if they could get it running, Four Swords Adventure.
That would be really awesome.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
As for the Wii,
I bet I can guess one.
Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
Yeah.
Such a wide variety of Wii. Like the GameCube, I was ready for. The Wii, it's a little harder, especially since I think what makes these two awkward by putting them on the on an online thing is these are so much easier to either just port and refine and
Yeah.
bring up to the
Yeah,
like add quality of life features versus putting them all on a thing.
To be fair, they also did do um, Mario 64 on N64 Online. So
true.
it's
Right,
not,
but there
it's
is
not
a
to say
difference.
yes, but
Yeah, one
that's not to
has
say
both
that it's
streams.
not. You can only have one. They could do both so long as they weren't initially planning.
Mhm.
Okay.
Plus,
That's my
doesn't the
penalty.
anniversary one doesn't have like more camera controls and stuff? I can't remember.
They fixed it. They fixed that.
That's right. I don't know if they
They
have the
they fixed the camera thing, and they also added GameCube controller support to Sunshine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, bro, easy. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It's got to be there.
True.
Not Barrel Blast.
Wait.
Oh, obviously Bear Blast. No, that is not one of mine. I would never.
How many Wii games have you said so far? One.
Let's go with the crazy one, but it's more I want a different control scheme.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. This is more like a joke though than actually. Metroid Other M. I wouldn't mind it if they give me a different control scheme. I just hate the fact that it's like we have a nunchuck, but we wanted you to use just the Wii remote. Wow, thanks.
Waggle Tech.
No, you don't waggle it. Oh, maybe a little in the fights, but you control like an old controller for the game to move.
Mhm.
Trying to think, it's a little awkward because most of my suggestions would be Zelda, but Zelda there. So yeah, Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn.
Bro, imagine
Uh,
with me for a moment, if you will,
mhm.
Okay.
that you could play Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword in both original and remake flavors on the same console.
Be kind of cool.
I mean,
Here's
you
3
can
versions of
mostly do
Twilight
that.
Princess. Have fun.
Have fun. You can mostly do that if you hack your Wii U. You just don't have Skyward Sword HD.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the
But if we're
Wii,
talking
Radiant.
hacking, you can just freaking throw Dolphin on your Switch.
Yeah,
That's true, but that's not like the same.
Oh, forgive
You
me.
can use it with the original hardware or original disc if you hack your GameCube. Why did they not just have that as a feature? HD GameCube. Boom. That would have helped.
What it? What did it
I
help?
mean,
Their
I
least
mean,
popular console before the Wii U. And don't talk about the
hopefully,
Virtual Boy.
yeah, that's my third choice, the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
All 20, 22 games. No, Radiant Dawn,
only compatible with Nintendo
Super
Labo.
Paper Mario, and let's go with weird one. I
I
think.
thought you were doing Metroid Other M.
Yeah, Metroid Other M.
And so,
All right, Cooper, what do you got?
wait, what was your weird one else? Sorry.
That was it.
That was it.
Radiant Dawn, Super Paper Mario, and Metroid Other M.
Gotcha. Okay, let's see. So GameCube had some pretty good bangers.
Is it
Um,
Kirby Air Ride?
I mean, that's a fair one.
Yeah.
I guessed it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Actually, that one also deserves to be on there.
Oh yeah, I was
I
gonna
would
say
love-
like I would have said that.
Yeah, no, I would love to see Kirby Air Ride on the Switch. And I would really love to see like a remaster of it. I think that they could do really well on it. But So yeah, Kirby Air Ride is one I'd love to see, even if it is just a port. Thousand Year Door for sure. Let me look at the list of GameCube games because I cannot
Heh.
think right now.
There was not another Kirby game on the GameCube, though we did see the behind the scenes thing recently. That was kind of cool,
Mhm.
Good.
where
Dogs
they
are
were
kinda
working on one.
Oh, Eternal Darkness would be cool.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
fair
that's a
pick, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, the one issue with Eternal Darkness is
They would
that
have to update it to be new
all of
TV.
its effects are for
A CRT.
the the
Yeah.
big CRTs.
That's where, if you want to play it, that's where you need to play it, is the CRT, because it does the right volume controls and stuff like that.
They need a modern Eternal Darkness.
I mean, they renew it every year and then go, no.
No, they do
When
that
they
so
have
that
to.
they don't have Amnesia just steal the name.
I would rather them put out a new one with updated stuff, but also have the old one available to play, so you could go and see what it originally looked like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you hadn't experienced Eternal Darkness before and you wanted to see all that stuff new, then you could go play like the new version that had stuff that you could expect to see, and then after that, maybe like a year later or whatever, or maybe right after, depending on who you are.
Like,
you just
you're
boot it
basically
up, right?
saying, like, what you can do now with Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'd be so the one issue, right, is that you've got so many different types of HD TVs. So
True.
I think it would be more of like there was a scene when I was playing with my sanity meter lower, right? I walked into a room and an enemy threw a giant shield at me and it killed me, quote unquote. And then, I was fine.
Oh, kind of. Eternal Darkness, you play like a timeline, right?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Mhm.
And then you get to the last area. I
You,
think you have to play through it 3 times, right?
you play
Yeah.
as Alexandra as like the main one, and then there's
Yeah, the one that's
There's
going
a
through the
red,
house.
a blue, and a green
Yeah.
path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to fight the real final boss, you got to play through that red, blue, and green path.
Mhm.
And according to the completionist, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
He's
like
like, maybe
the
if you
coolness.
played over a long span, but
Yeah, the coolness just wears off.
he's like, playing it once is worth it, but doing it all 3 times is not. Just look up the video after you've played it once.
Yeah.
And the Wii games.
Yeah, hit us with the Wii games.
I meant to think there are some.
Kirby's 25th anniversary.
Those are already all there, though. The only thing you can't do is watch an episode of Kirby Right Back at Ya.
3 episodes.
Okay.
It was so goaded. It's like episode 1 when you meet Meta Knight, and then I think episode 100, something like that.
That's random.
It had
I-
100
yeah.
episodes.
Something like that.
I
It was the
don't know
last
that.
episode. I don't know how. I don't remember.
They
Meeting
said
Meta
first one, last one.
Meeting Meta Knight makes sense, but they jump like 50 episodes.
35th anniversary actually referenced that show in their art.
Oh, true.
Nice.
I had a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is N64 gonna get the Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time at all?
No, because it didn't exist on the N64.
Yeah, but it's still the N64 game, just with a couple things changed.
It didn't exist on the N64.
Yeah, true.
You're right. Maybe as a special thing when they finally realize, oh wow, we should have done
Oh
that.
yeah, they would call it Legend of Zelda Special or something. Yeah, they do. They
Yeah.
call it something different, but it would basically just be Master Quest.
They might actually call it Master Quest just because.
And it has absolutely no correlation to the GameCube game.
Just because people
No
would recognize
relation.
that, but like that would be a special.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they'd put a randomizer on certain games in the.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like how everyone does it for Zelda.
Yeah.
It's the problem is with making a randomizer, right? At least with Nintendo making a randomizer, is that you have to make it so that the game is still beatable with whatever
Obviously.
you
All
randomize.
of us need to meet up and record it playing the a link to
A link
the
between
past and no, it's a link to the past and Super
Mhm.
Metroid put together as a randomizer. And if you enter the save points in Metroid, you would go to Zelda, and it was
Right. I remember Projera playing that.
yeah.
I don't know either of those games well enough to be of aid.
Oh, I got a good Wii game.
What you got?
Mario Super Sluggers.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm there.
I'd love to see the baseball bro.
Baseball
yeah.
with a story.
Baseball with the story, Epic Yarn.
Epic Yarn would be a good one, but we got it on the 3DS. I don't know. I guess to make it more modern though.
Is it Brawl? Just to play Subspace?
Oh, that would be pretty cool. I'm trying to think.
I don't. Did they put Smash on the 64?
Not yet.
I think they're trying to avoid that.
They should.
Yeah, for real.
Then again, Nintendo should do a lot of things.
Honestly, I want to bully them, but then Sony came out with a worse version of it, NSO Online, for twice as much, and you can't even share it.
Sega does, but Nintendo don't.
Die? Sega's been dead since before
Go
you
for
were born.
aim for low review scores.
Exactly.
We're actually
We weren't
trying to make it.
to make a good game. Now
Well,
we are.
It still doesn't
don't
look
you
like
worry.
you're trying.
Sony will catch plenty of shit for me in due time, but this is Nintendo hate hour.
Okay.
And like you, like imagine if all of the companies were people locked up in a jail. I just take them out one at a time.
Okay.
Like I've got Nintendo by the back of the neck and they're cuffed, and everybody else is quivering. And I see Sony. I'm like, you're next.
Alright, so I think I have my last two.
Okay.
So I think it'd be really cool to just bring it because I think the last one was on the Wii. It might have been on the 3DS. I'm pretty sure it's on the Wii though, and that'd be Rhythm Heaven.
No, there were several on the 3DS.
What are they? But it'd be cool to have them on the Switch.
Because
honestly.
people were recommending you should buy them if you've got on the
3DS.
online. Yeah.
Before it goes away. Yeah.
Before it goes expensive like crazy because it already is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be.
And
cool.
I didn't buy a single one. So
Sad. But yeah, that'd be cool to have on Switch. And then because of her being in Smash, I think we should get like some sort of Wii Fit on the Switch.
fair, but that'd be hard unless they actually went and took a new Wii Fit.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
need
Yeah,
the
it's
board
like
for
you-
that. I mean, and we've already got like
That's
Ring
better
Fit
running, yeah.
and Outdoor Life, Active, blah blah blah, and
I guess you
kinda
could
thing.
move on from the board and just use a leg strap, but
I wouldn't mind a Wii Fit with the trainer and.
yeah, if they can
the
figure out the
idea.
controls without needing another board, then I could be there for that.
definitely.
I
Unless
just-
then like, oh sorry.
I just had a thought. Mario Sports Mix.
Isn't that? Oh no, there was one on the Wii. You are right.
Yeah.
Okay, and it had basketball, and it had the red, or it had White Mage from Final Fantasy, and she kind of looks like Rosalina because they crossed it over with
Wasn't
Mario
that 3 and 3
signs.
hoops?
No, both Sports Mix
Okay.
and 3-on-3 Hoops had the Final Fantasy characters included in the sports game, and they
Okay.
created the white mage that's really popular. You can play as slime in one of those.
Yeah, you can.
Incredible.
Mm.
All right, Cooper, what were you gonna say?
Um, yeah, but mostly just because of her being in Smash, that's why I'd like for her to be on Switch as well.
Well, all right. I think with that, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. And actually, normal length episode.
Woo!
Amazing.
It's impressive, yeah. So, thank you guys for sticking around. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, sometimes late on YouTube because Cameron's internet sucks. But we are on YouTube.
The internet is
YouTube
no longer the problem. It's now just my laptop.
back to status quo.
Back to
Right.
standard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you probably
Uh,
need to go tell your upstairs roommates that they're
Upstairs roommates. That's not what they're called, but yes.
Upstairs
probably-
roommates.
I do probably.
That's what
need
I
to
call
go
the
tell
rats
them.
in my ceiling.
I do probably need to tell them there's a
hey,
leak.
either your tub
There's
or toilet or
something. You are letting something leak into my apartment, and I don't appreciate it.
Don't tell me what it is. There's no
Right.
good option.
There's
Yeah.
no good option.
No.
I don't care what.
But
they-
yeah,
they don't like it.
youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you find podcasts, you can listen to us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. What GameKeeper Wii games would you want to see on the Switch? Are you excited for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Direct? Are you going to pick up Fire Emblem 3 Hopes or the Somnium Files? And yeah, with that, we'll see you back next week for Xenoblade 3 content and a bunch of other stuff. And the dogs want us to get off, so we're going to get off. Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.